AllShorts. Well, Donald Trump looks like he's been shat on. He's using a different brand of spray tan for the people of Michigan. Yes, that he is. So either that, or he shoved his head up Elon Musk's derriere. But you won't be surprised. Donald Trump had to, sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Maybe. And today marks 100 days of Labour. The Labour government. Oh, what a success. Sorry, just broke my light a little bit. But what a success that has been. Oh, but is it really fair? It's in 100 days of the Labour government, yeah, and much of that was in recess. Okay, working behind the scenes and all that, but they couldn't do anything in the sense of put anything through Parliament at the time because there was no Parliament for a chunk of that time. But if you ask me, I don't think a lot of the attack lines against Labour are fair. Also, they're certainly hypocritical. Like they are. My glasses are dirty. I don't normally clean my... anyway. Absolutely horrendous. The way the media, and not just on the right, on the left as well. I exposed an article the other day in The Guardian, and it's the way they were doing their clickbaity headlines to draw people in to, quite frankly, it wasn't even the Labour Party that brought these policies in the first place. It was the Tory policies. I've actually had enough of this yet. I'll be absolutely honest with you, I really have, because it's got out of hand. It really has. Have I got audio? It's clearly... Yes. The reason why I say that is that the hypocrisy of it all between the two. Plus, all I see in the press is negativity towards Labour. The LBC radio, BBC, all of them. It's attack on Labour. I actually think Keir Starmer's looking a bit ill. I think the pressure's getting to him. And not surprising. He's had one thing after another, and some of it wasn't really warranted. And when you consider the amount of money Boris Johnson, let's not forget him and Richie Sunak, he wasn't squeaky clean by no means. He has things in all sorts of pies, and he loves to hide his money abroad, that he does, in California. And a company that doesn't disclose the investments for which he owns. It's a total hypocrisy, and those same people are trying to shoot Labour down in flames. For a little red dress and a few some glasses, and let's say if it was 100 grand's worth. It's nothing in comparison. Don't get me wrong, corruption is corruption. It shouldn't be allowed. And this has actually brought it to the surface and said, something should be done about this. But this has been going on for a very long time. And while the Tories were in power, nobody used to say anything about it, in the press. Unless obviously trying to attack Boris Johnson and what have you, regarding maybe Partygate and obviously the benefits he received. Buggering off during COVID, going on a few holidays here and there and everywhere, and the flat. The gold wallpaper. That his sister tried to make out, and it cost 18 quid. What good quality wallpaper can you get that costs 18 quid a roll? That's a little bollocks. It really is. And you've got to get a catalogue number, you can probably find out what paper it is. Funny though, wouldn't it? If you got the wrong batch numbers halfway through, decorating that flat, that would be quite funny. What a cock-up that would be. Well, it's not just him, is it? We've got individuals within the party. One stepped down now after he'd tried to sneakily get away with 5 million in taxes. And what do we get in the investigation? He inadvertently didn't realise, or something like that he got paid these taxes. 5 million quid. You know full well, when you sell a company and there's a profit involved, there's a tax involved. There is no, I forgot. There just isn't. That's never, ever the case. You say, hang on, if I keep stum, maybe nobody will notice 5 million in taxes. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And the same geezer, even in the comments you remember I'm talking about, the same geezer was getting the taxpayer to pay a heating bill for his stables for his horses. And now all of a sudden, Keir Starmer is evil. You know as well as I do, if you're regular to the channel, that I am no fan of Keir Starmer. I am not. I think he's the wrong person for the job. I do. But do I think he's as bad as they're trying to make out? No, I don't. No, I think there need to be some laws put into place quickly, rapidly. But they won't be. They need to be. We need some control of the media. All this thing about free speech is all very well, but when it's free speech to spread lies, hate, deceit, and targeted attacks from the media, for which is owned pretty much by one person, a certain Murdoch, who happens to be an Australian, not even a British citizen. These people shouldn't be allowed to own media in the country. And also, you should not be allowed to own more than one media outlet. Because effectively what can happen is they can gang up using the same media outlet. Look what Elon Musk is doing on Twitter at the moment. Apparently they call it X these days. There's Elon Musk constantly spouting right-wing hate, anti-migrant rhetoric. I mean, really hateful stuff. And lies. So many lies. You've got Taylor Marshall-Green telling everybody that the government, the federal government is controlling the storms. The storms, for Christ's sake. How mad are they getting? Okay, I know you can see the storms and stuff like that, but that's all hit and miss. You can't create the storms. You can't make the storms bigger. You just can make the likelihood of rain. Yes, just a bit of rain. More likely. And the idea of that is so you can irrigate farms' fields and that here. Not flipping hurricanes. It's just getting ridiculous. And these people believe it. It's astounding, the stuff. American citizens, obviously not all of them, I'm not going to tarnish them all with the same brush because, quite a few American citizens try to fight against it. The problem is these people have got the loudest voices and they've got Elon Musk's platform pushing their right-wing rhetoric. And all I get in my feed these days, I don't bother with that much these days, to be honest. I do with the live stream because it's actually quite handy. But all I seem to get in the feed-wise regarding... I don't follow Elon Musk, but yet I've got all I get. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and Tesla. Whether it be the robo-taxi, was it the me car or something, I don't know, me taxi, whatever they call it, and that bus thing, and the Optimus Prime, the little robots that apparently are radio-controlled. It's mad. It's absolutely bonkers, the stuff people are listening to, reading these days, and actually believing. They've gone so far down that old rabbit hole. The likelihood of them ever coming out is, maybe only via the grave. And talk about the grave, Alex Salmond has died today. He used to be in the SNP, and he's apparently one of the witnesses for the case against the SNP. So they might be happy in a horrible kind of way. But yeah, Alex Salmond died today. I actually used to quite like Alex. I mean, he used to talk a lot of sense, especially regarding independence for Scotland. But it all went a bit tits up, didn't it? Especially when a case against him regarding, what was it again though? Try and label him as a sex offender or something, or misusing his position or something like that. Missionary. Sorry. But whatever it was, he was attacked for an investigation. I don't know the detail of, but the investigation was that, he didn't get locked up anyway. So, Oh dear. The world's gone mad. Anyway, who have we got at the moment? We've got Billy Kershaw. Hello, Billy. Yo, cheeky monkey. I was about to watch something else. Hi, Caroline. Yeah, I'm not Caroline. Yeah, that's the missus. Career Live. Hello there. 5x5 fab. Oh, fabricated what? Coming through loud and clear, Miles. A nice one. Green glasses. Each to their own. Yes, green glasses today. I have several pairs of glasses. You might notice. And hats. But they're only ready specs is all they are. So nothing fancy. Hi from Northern California. Oh, crikey. I hope you're okay up there. Crikey, in Florida. What happened there, man? Christ almighty. And what got me a little bit with this regarding these hurricanes? Okay, but 1 minute they're going to be like a class 5, and they're class 4, class 5, and 180 odd mile an hour winds, and it's going to be 140 mile, then 180, and then 120, then 110, and I don't know what it was in the end, 120 odd mile an hour. That's still pretty damn ferocious. It's like they're just disappointed that it was only 120 odd mile an hour, not 180 odd that they were first saying it was going to be. But these are storms. You can't predict the weather to that degree of accuracy anyway. These are just worst case scenarios. Well, they didn't get that, did they? So, but it's still devastating. Absolutely devastating. Can you imagine it? Just one day, you're told to get out of your house, you go back to your home, and it's just gone. Just sticks. Load of matchsticks. I saw one clip of one woman going back to her home, completely utterly flattened. I think she was staying there. She looked a bit battered and bruised herself. And while she was having an interview, her dog come out of the rubble. It was actually underneath all the wooden sticks and stuff. I don't know if it was staged or not, but I don't think it was. But that was quite heartwarming. But I would like to know why she left them. There's no way on this earth would I leave my dogs. Not a chance. Not a chance. And I've got, two in there at the moment. I've got a Pandora behind you. And I've got my Wally dog just down here in his basket. He's got a reindeer basket. He's looking forward to Christmas. He's got a reindeer basket. So, hello, Mad Bunk. Yeah, you got a spanner in the work. Hello, Spanner. How you doing, mate? Yeah, sneaky live. Caroline said, why'd you go live? So I thought, okay. And there's silly stuff going on, I'll tell you. Oh, my God. You know all the benefits of Brexit? Here in France, you can get Brexit supplements. I'll explain a little bit later on in the stream. Yeah, Brexit supplements. Supplements for Brexit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, passed away suddenly while... And yes, then he gave a speech and then just keeled over. So, I suppose it might have been a heart attack or something like that. I don't know what the detail is yet. I just saw a little bit about it. There we go. Let me come. So am I all the way down? I think I'm all the way down. I think I am. Actually, get that back into... Oh, crikey, let's get into live chat. There you go. Oh, that's better. The cult of personality. None of the above was the most popular candidate in 2016 at 45%. Democrats and Republicans are the two tiny parties. In 2016 at 45%. Oh, okay. Well, it now looks like, and we could have said this ages ago, that this is a massive case of election interference by Elon Musk. Massive case of election interference. And I think I've got an article on there actually about that. You know all these Starlinks he's sending out to people? Right, are you going to have free until the end of the year now? Yeah, no subscription to the end of the year. But you still got to hand me the 400 quid for the equipment though. He didn't tell them that, did he? Well, Ivanka Trump was out there handing out the boxes out of the airplane. It's just publicity. And also, there's 25 million quid out of his own money that Donald Trump says he gave to the people. Crikey, which one was that now? Of Helena. Anyway, there's no evidence of this whatsoever. The thing is, you see, people can say whatever they like. It gets caught by the media and then it becomes true. It just becomes true. Now, we've had this in the UK again and again and again. We've heard stuff from little Sunak short pants, in him, and oh crikey, the green card and what have you. Yeah, did we ever see that handed back? Huh? And the tax, and escape of the taxes and what have you. They're continuing your taxes. I didn't have quite so much problem with that one, to be honest. As long as they're paying taxes somewhere. At the end of the day, there's a tax treaty between the United Kingdom and the US. So I wouldn't have so much problem with that, as long as the taxes are paid somewhere. Oh, it'd be nice if they're paid in the UK, obviously. And just like me, when I do my YouTube, what have you, if I get any super chats or any donations, what have you, or anything views from the videos and stuff, and go for the AdSense, and that's an American company. So effectively I'm earning the money in the United States. And as such, I'm being paid by the United States. So I come under the IRS. But because there's a tax treaty between the United States and France, where I currently reside, I don't have to pay taxes in the US as well as I do in France. You technically only have to pay taxes in one country. So I have to pay and in fact, that's the end of this month. So anyway, I've got to pay my taxes here. So it makes... But... So I don't have quite so much trouble regarding that status that they had. That didn't worry me so much. It was deception of it all, not saying, and the fact that they don't actually put half the stuff on their, on the interests, parliamentary interests, what have you. Because at the end of the day, they're crediting, they get money from other places, and not saying what that money is. But the Tories, you see, that according to them, they do everything above board, and Labour is obviously corrupt, which isn't the case. There is corruption there. I think there's probably corruption in the way the actual machine works. To be honest, if you're having to lubricate the cogs somewhat with some donations and stuff to get maybe to get some benefits yourself as an outsider through lobbying, because that is obviously going on all the time. We shouldn't really have lobbyists. It depends what the lobbying is, obviously. If it's a lobbying, for the public good, yes, lobby. But if it's lobbying just to feather the nest of some rich bugger, some rich person, well then, quite frankly, or company. It's just wrong, and that's going on all the time. Look at what's going on with Tata and what have you. They've been lobbied by Tata again and again, like they did with Greensill as well. Never do with steel again. And, Greensill basically had a dodgy payment system. Effectively what they were doing, if I get this right in my head now, they were getting debt against the debt that they wage on other people. So basically, they invoice someone, and then they get paid via debt from a company, a lender, straight away, immediately. And then the view is that you then get your money off the person who owes you the money, and then you pay them. Yeah, it's a way of keeping the cash flow going. It might sound great in theory, but there's obviously an interest that's got to be paid in all this debt. And what if a company that owes you money goes bankrupt? Well, then you're shortchanged, aren't you? You ain't just going to be you're going to be left with the debt to pay. And needless to say, that's pretty much what happened to Greensill, and the fact that the owner was corrupt. And then we had Cameron, who was involved as well. He was lobbying the government. The whole thing is just corruption, But apparently that's okay, because they're a Tory. You never get criminal cases like that with the Tories, do you? Because corruption is corruption. They name it differently. They say inadvertently, or it's a mistake, or it was an accident. But if it's Labour, it's corruption. The hypocrisy of it all is astounding, and we need some laws put in place to stop the media being able to influence public opinion. They're there to inform not to persuade. Otherwise, it's not news. It's just propaganda. And we're getting it all the way, all the time now, from all directions, whether it be flipping Twitter. You've got Elon Musk is interfering in UK politics as well as the United States. And what does he do? Either go and visit his factory, what have you. The first thing he'll do, you're going to have to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. You think, oh, that's okay, it's because of this, because of that. No, it's because of any political shit that, quite frankly, you shouldn't be hearing or shouldn't be spreading. It gets said. And the case of this was to do with the building of the supercomputer. I can't remember what state that was now, but the building of a supercomputer, for which is the biggest in the world. Huge amounts of energy going to be used, huge amounts of water going to be used, and nobody knew anything about it until it was too late. And once they actually did know about it, the place got shut down by local council. They couldn't go ahead. And then what happened? Flipping the federal government said, oh yeah, that's all right. A month later, got all his approvals through. And nobody could say anything because all these non-disclosure agreements. Very frustrating, you know. And that is corruption. Elon Musk is as corrupt as I come. If you actually do a bit of research on Elon Musk, you'll see from his past and his history, it ain't squeaky clean. By no means. He's done whatever he can do to influence and persuade, but also bully into getting what he wants. Because that's what he does. Donald Trump has done exactly the same. He did exactly the same in Scotland regarding that golf course. Individuals who didn't want to sell their land, what they do? Donald Trump decided, got people involved to make their lives a blooming living misery, absolute misery. One guy, he has water, water inlet pipe, his water supply pipe, dug in half by a flipping digger. Took 5 years to actually get this thing repaired. And who repaired it? He had to do it himself. He had to trespass on Trump's land to fix the water pipe. Because he couldn't, the water he was getting was brown, kind of tap. So he's been surviving on just local water supplies and bottled water. Because he wouldn't sell his land to Donald Trump. These people, pork markets, yes. These people are absolutely horrendous. And unfortunately, there's swathes of the population in the United Kingdom and also obviously in the United States, it's worse over there, they're infatuated by these people. They think they are the Messiah. But no, they're just naughty little boys. That they are. Where's my water? I got me water. I've got some water here. Oh, actually, I haven't got a glass until I've drank my beer. But good point. Hydrate with beer, which dehydrates you. Yeah, it's like tea dehydrates you, coffee dehydrates you. People drink. Oh, I've had my 2 litres of water a day because I had 10 cups of tea. No, it's actually a diuretic. So people don't realise this stuff. Well, they just think that's okay. But you end up peeing out more than you actually take in. So it's a bit silly, isn't it? You've had this problem, but muskrat, the pump and dump chump. Hello, Maverick O'Desanti. The musky smell, the charlatan who did not make those cars. He stole the idea from 2 engineers who were ripped off and paid off, and they took him to court in a settlement. It's like PayPal as well, isn't it? Are you providing I don't know what a solution is. What's a solution? Am I providing a solution? A solution to what? A solution to these. My solution would be we need some rules. We need some laws. We need some laws that stop the media being able to basically stop people lying and spreading mistruths. And not just the media, platforms in general, whether it be Facebook or flipping Twitter, X. You know, we need some rules put in place where they've got some clear guidelines so people know that if they do something that is deliberately dishonest, that they're going to get reprimanded. Or even just taken off the platform. And if they're not taken off the platform, well, then people like Elon Musk gets fined, just like he did in Brazil. He's paid it now, and he's been put his back on now over there. So, yeah, he paid into the wrong account. And they said, no, that's the wrong account. That's no good. Yeah, still got money, though. Trump's knackered. Yeah, he looks rather, how to put it, sick. He looks like someone's shat on his head. He looks like he's had his head up. Elon Musk, I'll tell you what it is. Oh, no, not Elon Musk's derriere. No. Maybe Ann Widdecombe's, but no. I think this is a natural progression from the golden showers. Once you had your golden showers, why wouldn't you go to the stinky stuff? I don't know, the shit avalanche. I don't know, whatever you might call it. Anyway, that's what he looks like at the moment. He looks seriously bad. And I was listening to him today, and there he was, criticising Kamala Harris for word salad. Seriously? Mr. Word Salad himself. Mr. I don't know what a full stop is himself. Constantly spouting. Again and again and again. Well, yeah, people don't like fun. Oh, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And people just lap it up. Absolutely lap it up, they do. The lack of thinking. The amount of people that just, they thrive on idiocy. There's one interview I was watching, a gentleman in the US, interviewing people in a Trump line. And he's asking them, do you believe that the earth is round or flat? And they said, what do you believe? I said, no, I don't know. What do you believe? And every single one of them said, well, it's flat. And she said, he said, how do you know it's round? So it's NASA photographs. Is it NASA? Like some sort of major, I'd say it's, I don't know, Da Vinci maybe, I don't know. It goes back quite a long way, Yeah, way before NASA. Right, these people are just nuts. The flat earthers, the muskrats, the maggots. The maggots. Oh dear. Misty Hill. Poor Space Karen. Yes. Give him a hard time. The poor little old Space Karen. Yeah, he'd probably sue me or something doing that sort of thing. He'd want to do it, Just flipping lunatic. And I was reading reports earlier today that people on the inside were saying that those openness robots, the ones who are pouring the beer, the ones who are doing the more complicated actions like pouring the drinks and having conversations and stuff. They were like automatons, They're literally just radio-controlled robots. Don't get me wrong, the articulation of these things are amazing. The way they walk, they're very fluid. The way they walk and stuff, they're not that robotic. Very slow, but not that robotic, which is quite impressive. The engineers and the team at Tesla. Well, it's got to be said, they are pretty flippin' clever bunched. And no matter what Elon Musk tries to tell us, it isn't him. He's just the idiot constantly on his X, causing mayhem. He's just the idiot who goes up on stage. He's just the idiot that's bringing the share values down. Well, actually, they've probably gone up now since the Optimus Prime, this recent kind of display that they've had with all these robots and the robo-taxi and the robo-bus and the robo-masturbator, all those sort of things. All of them, it's going to increase the share values, must do. You can imagine all these rednecks, they're not going to get laid, are they? No. They're going to be looking for that, aren't they? I'll tell you. Oh, I bet they've got requests in. But on back order. They reckon that these robots are going to cost 20 grand. That's what Elon Musk was saying. Want to a fully functional, that'll be 20 grand there, And I was thinking to myself, these same people that are whinging and whining in Michigan, for instance, about Kamala Harris and a so-called attack on the internal combustion engine, the petrol cars and all that. Oh, they're all going to be gone, they are. She said totally the opposite, but as far as they're concerned, she's going to get rid of internal combustion engine cars. But that's just not the case. That's not what she has said at all. In fact, it seems a bit ironic that Donald Trump stood there berating electric cars, yet the man who's supporting him builds electric cars. Work that one out. Elon Musk should see Donald Trump as a threat. Anyway, these people were going on about all this stuff regarding these electric cars and what have you, and they're going to take away their jobs and stuff. Yeah, they're going to take away their jobs in these car manufacturing factories, such as Ford and what have you. But one thing they didn't think about is that, or even bother looking at, so there they were, the same people. So, they're open robots, brilliant they are. Whose jobs do you think these robots are going to be taking? These. Because they ain't got two brain cells to rub together. They're part of the idiocy. These robots, if they end up being as articulate as they appear to be now, it won't be long before they'll be taking jobs. Because at the end of the day, you think to yourself, right, who would you employ? If you had a job that needs to be done, even just sweeping the flipping floor or something like, I don't know, argument's sake. You had a job like that needed to be done. And you got to pay 20 grand, say it's going to be 30 grand a year, maintenance and God knows what else you got to do for whatever, and updates and stuff. Let's say it's 30 grand a year. How much it cost to employ somebody? With all your national insurance and taxes and stuff like that, you've got to pay on their behalf as well. And health and safety and, all that crap. You might think, actually, this might be a worthwhile investment. Takes somebody else's job, doesn't it? That's where we're heading. You start integrating AI into absolutely everything. We are flipping the human race. We're going to be screwed. This is going to be Terminator stuff. That's what it's going to be. It's going to come online, it is. No. Oh, yeah, actually, come to think about it, it's already online. You know, all your saucy, sexy pictures that you keep flipping while getting... Well, actually, you don't know about them. So, anyway, what you're very, very careful, all right? If you've got a bit on the side... Right, and you're meeting up in the old car park somewhere with a bit on the side, or maybe at the lake or somewhere, have a bit of a smooch and that. Be careful, because all the cameras inside your Tesla is taking snaps. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's true, it's in small print. And in fact, it's been... some of them have been posted online as well. Naughty pictures of people, or naked people inside their Teslas. And in just Tesla, there's a lot of electric car manufacturers are basically, it's all in small print. They can take your data and they can do whatever they want with it and sell it, including these pictures. I'm not saying I'll sell the pictures because they're probably a bit shit anyway, aren't they? It can be low res and that. But it's there, just all there to. It makes you. It makes me feel. Although I'd like an electric car, but I'd like something basic, something simple. I can just turn on and it goes. Tells me how much energy I've got left in my battery and stuff. And that's all I really want to know. I don't want all this ultra-connected shit. I really don't. That turns me off from electric. I'd be more likely to convert my own vehicle if I was going to do that. But to me, it's stupid. It's stupid that people are getting taken in by all this stuff, which is getting to the stage now where it's becoming too intense. Everything's becoming too intense. We're being too surveyed by everyone, in every direction, in every country. Not just our own governments, but foreign governments as well. We're being surveyed. Now, that sounds all a bit tin hatch stuff, don't it? It really does. But the facts are out there, Go and bring up flipping testers, flipping policies and stuff. And not privacy policy because there's no privacy, but it's just nuts. Tesla bots. Hello there. I don't know how to say that, but there you go. I can't say your name. Is that Russian or Ukrainian? Just looks Slovak to me, but Musk ran out of friends, and that's why he puts up with it. Probably. He is running out of friends, isn't he? He really is. And I was watching him in an interview. I can't remember who it was with, but he's watched this last week. And Musk was jumping around like a mad thing. I'm not talking about when he was with Donald Trump. I mean, actually, a separate interview just after the Donald Trump thing, where he was jumping around like an idiot and showing his belly. But he was there. He was in this interview. I guarantee he was high as a kite. He was like a little child, a giggly little child. He was. It was desperate. It really was desperate. So anyway, I'm gonna have a sip of drink. Oh, Christ, don't. By the way, I got a wood burner just there, and I just put a beer on there. That's a very bad idea. I bet it's warm now. It is. Oh well, it's wet. Trump as a threat. He's in meds too. Something going on there. Is he taking tablets to be that colour, or is it a spray tan? Thank you, Joel. I had to jump over to the shop before it closed, making some Scottish steak pies, and required some stuff. Oh, sounds really nice. I ain't actually eating tonight at all. I've got plenty spare. You need an IUP. I think. You mean VW built them? You need an IUP. Or is it, is that little car in it? Is it a bit like a Golf? The problem for me is I need something that can tow a trailer, all right? I can put a roof rack on, right? And I can go across fields and not get stuck. So no, it's not a Cybertruck, because the bumpers fall off, they get stuck in the mud, and there's nowhere to put a roof rack. And where are you going to put your ladder rack? You know? Them stupid things they are. Oh my God. The insurance on them has gone through the blooming roof. And you can still get insurance on them, but it's gone up and up and up and up. So the insurance companies are learning now what the vehicles cost to repair. And they cost as much for repairs as a flipping supercar. Everything's specialised. Everything is, well, you can only get from Tesla for a start. You know, the body panels and stuff like that. And it ain't straightforward. You can't just like stick a bit of P38 and then rub them down, you know. They're all stainless steel panels. You know, you try and beat them out. They're not. I don't know if it's stainless steel on some kind of carbonite or something, but you can't knock it out. There's a new panel every time. Stupid. You know, it's the most ridiculous vehicle. It really is. And as someone who's, been working with trucks and vans and God most of my life, on the tools, the whole design of it makes no sense as a truck. It's a tartmobile. It's a sort of, you can flash it off and you can pick the kids up at school, Like the Range Rover drivers. Sorry if you're a Range Rover driver. Oh, there. Yep, Gordon, I saw a supercar charging at a charging point in Schiedel. It was a black Lamborghini, I kid you not. Loads of cars I've seen now with green stripe on their plates. That is very interesting because there's a lot of... They appealed in the EU, they appealed to the European Union to extend the cut-off date. And they did. They went to 2035 for performance cars, like supercars and stuff like that. I imagine for them to have the same appeal, they're going to require a darn sight more investment to get them anywhere near to that. Can you imagine how fast they are? That Cybertruck thing is fast, in fair dues. It is ridiculously fast for a whopping great heavy truck. If you imagine a Lamborghini, you put batteries in it and flip electric motors, you wouldn't need a turbo. Well, it wouldn't work anyway, but it'd be intense. Yes, warm beer is a sin. I agree, but it's the only beer I got in front of me. The missus has gone to bed, so I can't say, Caroline, I need a beer. No, it doesn't work. I'll call him genius if he wakes up and realises. Are you talking about Muskrat? Yeah, probably. Yeah, he needs to do something. He can't go on like this. You're getting to the point... He's going to turn so many people off him, and he's just going to be Billy No Mates, and they'll be the crazy. Be surrounding themselves with all the crazies. That's just like Donald Trump has done. These aren't people that Donald Trump actually has any respect for whatsoever. Same with Elon. They don't care about these people. They think they're above them. They're like little minions. They're little serfs, little people they can control through spouting crap. They're easy to influence, such as those flat earthers. Yeah. Crikey, they're the worst. Nuts. Trump looks like he's on steroids, filling his face out. Yeah. Elon Musk looks like he's on carbohydrates. He looks like he's fluid filled. I think he needs to go on the keto diet, does it, Elon Musk? He looks quite, he looks ill. Very unhealthy. Pasty. I'm betting Musk is the most blocked account on Twitter, and that's why he wants to get rid of blocking. Yes, I've blocked him. I'm still getting it, though. I don't follow him, and I've blocked him, and I still get his crap. A lot of his crap is in the form of adverts as well. It's so annoying. Now, Twitter used to be a very useful platform. It was useful. For people like me doing what I do, it was a useful source of fairly rapid information. So, you know, sometimes you've got to pick the hair, pick between the bones and all that. But it's, on the whole, it was very useful information. But now, I'm beginning to wonder. You can't pick through the bones now. You have to go in with a fucking, that's my French, got to go in there with a shovel. It's nuts. It's just gone really bad. Really bad. Oh, am I getting naughty people, am I, Joel? Naughty people. Leaving naughty comments. Give us a tour of your room. Oh, me room. Oh, crikey. All right, can I do that? I can disconnect there. There you go. Sort of a tour. All right. Over there, we haven't finished doing this end, and that's my computer system over there. I used to do my live stuff on there. Over here, I've got my record deck. Some records, more records. And Darth Vader, and some more records over there, and a Wally dog. Not my Wally, eh? And Pandora's gone. She's disappeared. She was in that basket there. Yeah, all my drum kit. I've got my acoustic one upstairs to drive Mrs. mad. You know, it's my little room. It's my office. There we go. I think that's right. There you go. We're back. I need to put that on the quick release, don't I? That'd be better. He dork MAGA now, though. He is. He's very, very MAGA. It just lost the plot. Completely and utterly lost the plot. And he's making it very difficult for people who... oh, crikey. Let me put some wood on fire. Oh, that's a bit hot in there. A little wood burner here. Put some wood on there. Yeah, so he's very, he isn't particularly pleasant to the people who are living, all respectful to the people who live around near SpaceX, you know, where they launch the launch site. He's in fact blooming horrible. They've got too much power. Way too much power. These people with all this money have too much power. And the only thing they're interested in is obviously getting more power. They're not really interested in anything else. They're not interested in people. They just want to get more power. That's all it is. And yet people believe in them. People believe the stuff that's coming out of their mouths. It's Trump 2024 MAGA. Oh dear. If that's what you want, you're doomed, you are, I say. You're doomed. Oh, crikey. That man's a loon. I'm sorry, looks like he's been shat on recently. What's going on there? Nobody respects him. No other than so Orban maybe. Okay, AM Putin, yeah, he loves him, you know, and Trump loves Putin. But no European leader. Oh no, actually there's Orban, and then there's probably Maloney and that. Yeah, all the right wing nut jobs. They might have a bit of thing for Trump, you know. But anyone with any sense doesn't actually think Trump really knows what he's doing. Okay, how many times has he been to these flipping meetings and he gets deserted? Just like Boris Johnson did. He gets deserted, doesn't talk to them, shaking everyone else's hands and just ignoring them. It's hilarious to watch, I must say. But if you want to hand yourself over to Vladimir Putin, fine, vote for Donald Trump. It's up to you, isn't it? You know, It's your mistake. You're going to have to live with it. Unfortunately, all those who didn't vote for him are going to have to live with it as well. Just like we had to live with the Brexit here in the UK. Small crossover, fast charging and made here. Steve McGowan is getting himself a Skoda Elrock. Well, they're not the Skodas they used to be. With the Skoda Estelle. That's what you want. The Skoda Estelle, the air-cooled Skoda Estelle. He finds it a little bit hard to actually start in the mornings when it's cold, and it's a bit strange considering anyway, it's from a cold environment. So, yeah, they are. The bottles are not Guinness. It's beer that my son got me, and it's a Wally brew. And I've got my Wally dog. Yeah, they did have beer in it until recently because Wayne said to me, my son who got it for me, you better drink it soon, Dad, because it's going to go off. It's not wine, is it? Or spirits. Alcohol's too low in it. I think it's about 7% still, so it's fairly good. Calls, we pushed him away over the Starlink stuff. He tried to befriend Ukraine, though. Yeah. Well, currently the US federal government is paying for the connection in Ukraine on the Starlink. He's too deep in the government as it is. He doesn't like this government, as in, I've got a ticket. There it is. It won't poke out. The ticket wants to poke out. Oh, that way, man's why. Keep moving around. Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh, blimey, where was I? I got distracted. I was watching things go up and down on here. So they're saying that the UK economy has had a bit of a boost. Oh, cheers. Hey, I'm Marcus Jenkins. Another Marcus. There's more than one of us. That there is. So yes, thank you, my friend. Yeah, so the UK economy's rebounded, apparently. That was only like a week ago. They said it's actually 0.5% up, and the month before it was 0.6% up, and it's going down. And now they're saying we're now recovering, we're having a bit of a boost to the government. Yeah. And it's obviously a boost to the new government. It's a boost to the economy, which is obviously a boost to the new government as well. But the other thing we need to remember is, because I often watch Richard Murphy, and he's like a tax something rather. Anyway, he's got a bit, he's very lefty, but he's gone a bit angry. I don't watch him as much these days, but he keeps going on about flooding the economy with more money. Now, when they say, if you pump loads of cash into the economy, it will increase inflation or cause inflation. Yes, because you're diluting the value of the pound or the sterling. The same about any currency. Now, it happened pretty much every country, especially post-COVID and what have you, had to inject a huge amount of money into the economy to give it a bit of a boost. To get some spending going on, but obviously that creates inflation. But then every single country did that. Now you can't, have a certain amount of money that has a value of whatever that value might be. But if you add a load more money into it, you're going to dilute the existing money's value. So those people who might have had, were earning €10, $10 or £10 an hour, all of a sudden it's worthless because the cost of everything else has gone up around it because of inflation. It's quite simple to understand, really. But yet people, Richard Murphy keeps saying you've got to just whack load more money. It doesn't do that, he says. Yes, it does. It does it every single time, and they did it post-COVID. And sometimes you have no choice because you've got to get some money into the system somehow. But you mustn't go too hard. You can, whenever, like for instance, more loans are taken out and stuff like that, that's when you inject money into the system. You have to print more money to obviously accumulate the additional spending, which can also cause inflation. The other thing that causes inflation is too many rich buggers who don't actually allow that money to circulate and just shoving it in offshore accounts somewhere. That causes inflation. This isn't technical stuff. This is basic economics. It's basic. I'm just a flippin' woodworker, you know? I understand it. You can't dilute your economy and expect it to function in the same way as it did before. You just can't. It's like poison. Printing money, putting it into your economy is literally like poison. You'll make your economy sick. You can only do it in a very controlled and managed fashion. You can't just whack huge amounts, just because there's a massive problem. You've got in the United States, you've got so much flipping federal debt. Like, I was like 30 odd trillion or something, a huge amount of debt you got in the United States. In the UK, it's about 2.7 trillion. I can't remember what it is. I think it's similar in France. Literally just 100% of your economy is debt of your GDP. You can't go on like that and expect you're going to have an economy that functions. You just can't. So when Keir Starmer in the UK, when he says, we're going to have growth, yes, that's the only way, really, to improve your economy, is to build on growth, but not too rapidly. You must go too fast, and you've got to go steady. You've got to try and maintain that growth. We can't have what we had in the 80s when we had like boom and bust. Greed feeds that. Too many rich buggers hoarding money causes that, and you have a crash every single time. The problem is greed. I'm not just talking about individuals, all of a sudden, ordinary folk all of a sudden making loads of money doing plumbing and stuff like that. Oh, I'm earning $2,000 a week now. I'm really happy. It's not those individuals. It's those like flipping Jeff Bezos who didn't earn, but he gained an additional 11 billion overnight during the pandemic. 11 billion overnight. It's immoral. It's wrong. And the ones who are criticised big time, the ones who are seen to be doing some good, they're not perfect by no means, are like Bill Gates and his ex-missus, He invests money in treatments and stuff for, like for instance, I can't remember what's called, polio or something, trying to get rid of, or whatever it was. Not polio. What was it again? It's trying to eradicate certain diseases, and obviously he invested quite a lot in COVID and what have you. But yeah, he'd be criticised for, he made COVID or something. You say, right? It's just maddening. And that he's talking about giving away his wealth when he dies. And these people get attacked, because what happens is those who've got money now, who they don't think like that, maybe the Jeff Bezoses and the Elon Musks and what have you, and obviously Donald Trump's, they will attack them. They will attack them. Just like the Jewish geezer, I had my check last week, by the way. Oh, really? So the 1 billion UK investment by the port operator is going to go ahead. Okay. So that's a port operator into the port. Is this oh, crikey, this isn't an SEZ, is it? A special economic zone. Is it one of them? One of the free ports end up a mega city? Is it one of those? Yeah. Obviously, it's a foreign investor. It's not going to be a UK investor at 1 billion. You need internal investment. You need people who live in the country, who see has the connection with the country to invest in their country. And then the money stays in the country. But no, we've got investors in the UK and in the US, they're investing in Saudi and places like that, and all these other foreign entities. Just flipping offshoring the capital of the country. Some people, they get their investments, they're actually got investment in the form of debt. So they're taking out flipping debt against their assets in the country, could then be taken away, hence then more debt can then be taken away because usually the money, foreign money from the loan that they've just received to buy these, was secured on their assets to buy these overseas investments, all of a sudden they call up their debt because, that maybe that investment didn't pay off or it didn't pay off in time. And all of a sudden, they're calling for their money back. You've lost your asset. The asset gets taken, basically, the value of that asset gets taken out of the country. The asset's still there, but it's a foreign owner. This is nuts. You can't base the economy on that. Well, people are, but you can't. It's an economy in its own right for all the rich out there, if you know what I mean. Well, yeah, the rich buggers out there who just want to feather their own nests, make themselves richer and richer and richer, and that finite pot of money that only grows if you basically take out, if you create the wealth, through, I don't know, like I say, take out loans, building houses and stuff like that, and get more asset value and stuff like that. If you're creating that wealth, well then you have more of a stable financial situation. But if you're flipping like non-fungible assets and stuff like that, you're flipping investing in, and also Bitcoin. If we have a situation with Bitcoin moving war, what the hell's going to happen with that? When these computers stop talking to each other, when Russia comes along with its submarines and they've got flipping like Russian navies of what do you call them? What do they call them in Russia? Something they're designed to attack the underground cables. Then what happens to data? It will still be satellites and stuff, but then a missile will come along and blow that flipping uplink. I think it's just a bit risky. It's just a bit risky. And we're in such turbulent times at the moment with what's going on in the Middle East. It's crazy to have a drink. Oh, if you didn't laugh, you cry. It just feels like madness to me. Free ports, what an excellent idea. Export to where? Oh, right. They exploit the country and leave. Yes, free ports are the worst idea. A free port can only work if there's only one of them. But as soon as they become in competition, which is like nine of them in the UK, is what they're talking about. As soon as they become a competition with each other, they become exploitative. And even the single one becomes exploitative to their own area. They'll remove funds from local businesses and industries, such as shops, what have you, and services to allow the, maybe to, I don't know, to pave the, for in Norwich, might be Gentleman's Walk, what have you, so you get more footfall, and then, all that stuff would be gone, there won't be this money there. All ends up going inside the Freeport area, and the areas that have been designated are huge. Oh, they're massive. They're like 70 miles across, encompassing people's homes, and they got no say. They had no say whether they wanted to be in the SEZ. This was under the Tories, remember, not Labour, but Labour's going along with it. There's just madness. A port doesn't generally cover 70-odd miles. Some are 40 odd by 70, funny old shapes, because obviously it comes in different areas. Yeah, but all that'll do is suck away industry from those areas. So find the only place they can actually compete, because they're void of taxes, would be in that place, in that free port. And the people would be working in those places. And where would they be paying their taxes? Are they still going to be paying it nationally? Or in the United States case, the IRS and federally? That's such a bad idea. And, oh, crikey, David Cameron got rid of them. Yeah, I think there was one or two left in the UK. David Cameron got rid of those. David Cameron, we can say what we like about David Cameron because he brought us Brexit, in-out referendum and all that. But he did get rid of those, and he also got rid of the asset holding companies. And they start the ball rolling and bring them all back in again. Boris Johnson. And asset holding companies, if you don't know what they are, basically what they are, it's like having a limited company in the United Kingdom where you can buy property, assets, or businesses, any form of asset. It can be non-fungible assets if you like, but they're held within the asset holding company. Yeah? It's basically just a limited company with asset holding status. You hold your asset value in that, so it's been bought by that company. Now, if it's a British citizen and then they sell those assets, They're going to have to pay tax on the profits from those assets. Yeah. So if there's any cost involved, you levy that against the asset. So the tax is being paid. But under Boris Johnson, as a way to suck up to his friends, probably Russian friends, what did he do? He put a little ring fence around it. If you are a foreign entity, an individual or a business, you could own an asset holding company in the UK. You can sell those assets, extract the money, send it abroad, and not pay any taxes. That's how wrong it is. Oh, Aston, cheers, buddy. Nice one, Wally. Oh my God, you got to see him. Listen, let me just show you Wally. Oh dear, what a boy, eh? Oh, it's a bit of a flasher, that one. Yeah, anyway, that's my rant. It's nuts. It's just, I just find it really amazing that people, accept all this stuff. I really do. And not enough is said. I think part of the problem is people don't understand it. Yeah, Wally dogs. Cheers, Aston. We've actually got to order them soon as well. So, yeah, we get them from Barcelona. Have delivered to Barcelona. Oh, my Gideon. Talking about Brexit benefits and all that. Did you know you can get, I just mentioned this earlier, you can get a Brexit supplement here in France. Okay? It's not in the pill form, but I think sometimes you have to take your pills, yes. Allow me to find it. Yes, it's on here somewhere. Yeah. Crikey. Oh, here it is. All right. Now we're going through, because I'm coming to Christmas, I think about posting stuff, and I'm quite interested in that sort of stuff anyway, because I'm a bit sad like that. And I'm sure the post office here, La Poste, here in France, is taking the piss. This is on their website, right? We went on there to have a look at the prices for Europe, list of countries, all right? And the UK has a little extra little bit in it. Okay, I'll see if it zooms right up and see if you can see that. Can you see that? Can you see Europe, right? Can you see that bit there? €3, a Brexit supplement. And that's for a collie, which is basically a parcel. So that's for us to send a parcel to the UK. You still have got to fill in your CN21s, 22s or 23s, depending on what it is. And then you've also got to pay this additional €3 as the Brexit supplement. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. But the fact they call it a Brexit supplement, supplements them, maybe. It doesn't supplement me. No, it's a cost. It's an extra tax. And that is to all the rates, no matter what they are. And the cost of postage. If you want to put a 20-gram letter, right? If we want to post a 20-gram letter to the United Kingdom from here, it costs €1.80. Okay? I've just been told by mother-in-law a first-class stamp in the UK now is £1.85. £1.85. That's like over €2 for an internal, a national stamp for the UK. I don't know if it includes Northern Ireland or not. I don't know. It probably does. Now, if we want to do an internal stamp here in France, it's €1.29. It is, yeah, €1.29 for an internal stamp here. Or if you want to do there what they call the vergris, which is the the post-ver. Is it post-ver? It's like green. They call it a green stamp. That's only €1.12. It did make me tickle when I saw that. I was trying to explain the rates to, and I saw that there, and I thought, blimey. A Brexit supplement. They're taking the mick. They've got to be taking the mick, aren't they? Where's Cameron? Cameron, the twat? I don't know where he is. He's somewhere. He's off somewhere with his trotters up. Yes. Well, he did get in a bit of trouble, didn't he, with Greensill and what have you, but what happened to that? Nothing. Absolute nothing. 30-odd million apparently he lost. A huge amount of money he lost on that. Anyway, he's trying to get everyone else to invest in this green cell. Dodgy as hell. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a name. It's a legitimate way of making sure you've got cash flow for a business. But the fact that the owner was being a little bit, how to put it, carried away with it. Living the life. Yeah, he was. Oh, he's rolled over now. He's the other way now. He's got comfortable. He's my little buddy, that one, I'll tell you. He jumped in my bed this morning, right there, a big old snuggle cuddle we did. He does love his daddy. And I love him too. He's my buddy. Putin has compromat on Bodger. Yes. He's got something on him. He's got a file on Boris Johnson. It's probably something to do with his golden showers, isn't it? You know, maybe Trump was there at the same time. Could be. Blimey. That along with Jeffrey Epstein. In Italy, where he was getting jiggly with it. Horrible thought. Didn't he snapped off without his security details as well, didn't he? That's something dangerous. That puts the country at risk. Actually, to be fair, actually put the country in a better position if they did, maybe. You know what I'm going to say. Not. I sound like Elon Musk if I do that. So anyway, you're very fast tonight. You just beat me by a second each time. Oh, Joa. You've got naughty people. Has there been naughty people on the channel? Let's come down a bit. We've got Beige. Oh, Beige, hello there. Hope you're well. Yes, an extra €3. Yeah, on top of all your parcels. That's called the Brexit supplement. That's nuts. All the extra checks on packages and customs, etc. Anything in the UK, they're not doing the checks yet, are they? They might be on that though, I suppose, but they're not on foodstuffs. They've delayed that again. Actually, they are on some phytosanitary. Flowers, for instance, are being blocked. They're rotting, and they're actually not in the fields this time. They're rotting in port, and they're being turned away by the recipients. The companies in the UK say no, they're good to us. We're not accepting them. So the lorry drivers, the haulage companies, are now a lot of them are refusing to haul these vulnerable crops with very short shelf life. So the same thing can happen with food, couldn't it? And that government obviously knows that. They're not so worried about flowers, I suppose, but regarding the foodstuffs, people got better feed themselves. Don't know why they're worried. I don't know if everyone in the UK eats lettuce. I don't know. I tell you what though, the thought of Liz Truss is enough to put you off of lettuce, isn't it? Post-vert, that's it. Thank you. They're quite clever how, I don't know if you do it in the UK at all, instead of actually buying a book of stamps, you can buy a pack of envelopes, already prepaid envelopes, which is really handy if you're paying bills and stuff. It's pretty good. The Post Office, another shining example of privatisation. There's something about that I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about, what was it again? The fact that all these payoffs to these poor postmasters are all going to be added to the bills and it's going to cost the actual customer more money. Now, this is when you've got a privatised company, right, which was a national company or a national institution, and that's privatised. And over the years, they've been, had a system that didn't work in the last 10, 15 odd years, a system that didn't work. And all of a sudden, these people get paid out on. So all the money is being extracted in this privatised system, shareholders and all that. Shouldn't it be coming out of their money and not out of the flipping customer's pocket? It's just like the flipping... Crikey, it's just like, what about all these dams, right? All these dams, infrastructure that Ed Miliband is going to build with his bare hands and all that. You know how it goes in Scotland. Be blocking all your Loch Ness. Poor old Nessie's going to get run adrift. Yeah. Going up a different field when the water goes down. It's going to be grounded on a mud bank somewhere. Poor old Nessie. Anyway, apparently you're going to be paying for it. It's going to be onto your bills for this infrastructure that's going to have to be built. Yet the energy companies, which most of them are foreign owned, and huge amounts of money are being extracted. It doesn't feel right to me. So it can be put onto your bills. Is it a form of another taxation, or will it be? Again, the infrastructure is not privately owned, is it? It's nationally owned. But then again, the water companies have done exactly the same thing. 70-odd billion has gone into the hands of shareholders, and yet they haven't invested in the infrastructure. And nothing's happening there. Nothing's been done. Yay! God, 10 months, is it? Blimey. That's a long while. 10 months. Well done, stop the read. Thanks, buddy. Galaxy Fur 4014 says, I haven't mailed anything in a while here in the United States, but one US postage stamp costs 73 cents. 73. And yet, it's bad. It's almost 123 here, 129 here for the national. But in the UK, it's 185. Everything is just getting out of hand. And all it's doing is feathering the nests of those who are extracting the money out of their country. Whether it be in the US or whether it be in the UK. And the UK is worse in many ways. At least in the US, you've got a government there that's trying to encourage internal investment. Huge amounts of money gone into battery factories, but yeah, they won't mention that, will they? And Martin Treadgold says, compliment on Trump too. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Not that Trump needs a compliment. He's his own walking and talking, shouting compliment. You're not wrong, Martin. You're not wrong. Look, so much stuff comes out of his gob, makes no logical sense whatsoever, and people, I just can't get over that. I just find that astounding how people believe stuff that's so mad, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene and the federal government is controlling the storms. How mad is that? How crazy have you got to be to believe that, thanks, Alan Starm's gifted 5 AllShorts memberships, crikey, to Mad Monk, Steve McGowan, Sir Larry the Cat, and Nicky Berg. Oh, cheers, buddy. Oh, Berg, sorry, the Berg. It's very small on there. What can you say, and people, it's lost. Society is lost. If you've got those individuals who believe stuff has been spouted, all they want from people who are only interested in taking what they can from you, extracting what they can. Thanks, Stan. Much appreciated, buddy. Oh, open it. I'll show you this. Well, I'll show you, but I'll read it. Right, okay. I mentioned earlier about NDAs and what have you. Now, how Elon Musk muzzled the US government employees from talking about XAI's new supercomputer. So the world's richest man happens to be Elon Musk. He wants to be the world's first trillionaire. Has rushed to build a massive data center for his AI startup in Memphis and done whatever he can to ensure its details remain a secret. Now, fair enough, that you'd expect some kind of industrial espionage and stuff like that. You'd expect that to be a secret, but it's how he's used it. So nearly 6 months ago in Memphis, before the residents, or even, I mentioned this a little bit lightly earlier in the stream, before residents or even city councillors knew that Elon Musk was going to build the world's largest supercomputer in their backyard, the billionaire's team met secretly. Secretly they did. You know how it goes. With a host of local and national law enforcement agencies, including the Sheriff's Office, Memphis Police Department, US Department of Homeland Security, and Federal Bureau of Investigations. Now, the covert meeting, which has not been previously reported, concerned Musk's growing AI startup, XAI. According to the Greater Memphis Chamber, an economic development group that had been steering the deal behind closed doors since March. It's all, it's all hush-hush, People who it really affects, they don't get told, no, until it's too late. I truly appreciate everyone's time and commitment on this project. We are on the cusp of an amazing moment in Memphis history. Chamber Chief Economic Development Officer Gwen Fisher wrote to the group in an email. She offered them a tour of Musk's new facility on one condition, that they sign a non-disclosure agreement with an entity called CTC Property, a mysterious shell company controlled by Musk's fixer and personal banker, Jared Burchell. That rings a bell. That name rings a bell. Oh, he's been Musk's right-hand man for nearly a decade, and he became Musk's wealth advisor. He was fired by Merrill Lynch from improper correspondence. I think that was a big scandal at the time. It's in rumours. That's probably where I saw it. Since that time, he's been named as an executive at SpaceX, Neuralink, the boring company, yes, very boring, and XAI, and also manages Musk's family office and foundation, oversaw the billionaire's takeover of Twitter, and controls Musk's expansive personal security detail. Just going to figure something. Reminds me of the Beach Boys, when the lead singer of the Beach Boys got taken for a ride by his banker and got all his money stolen. So Forbes was the first to report that the government's officials in Memphis had signed NDAs with XAI and subsequently obtained the agreement and other internal documents for a series of public records requests that the government agencies consented to XAI's confidentiality terms is unethical, said Scott Banbury, Conversation Director of Sierra Club Tennessee chapter, who believes their primary accountability should be to the citizens of Memphis. Well, long story short, within the month, that was all signed, sealed and delivered. And the people in the area got no say. Even though the water is huge amounts of water, it's the biggest data center ever, and it's a huge amounts of water and energy. So yeah, everyone's lights going to flicker. There we come. What have I missed? What have I missed? Oh, Mussolini. Oh, Mussolini. Oh, blimey. Musk is dangerous. I was reading an article about Elon Musk, and this was from a few years back, and they said he's a danger to America and the world. It was about 6 years ago, this was. So. And Dumfries Gasolini. Let's make it a bit smaller. Bear with us, just so I can get it all in there. Oh, that's better. 2 Bosses Billies and 2 BJ's Billy. Oh. Damn autocorrect. Oh dear. Oh, number 3. I hope you're well, my friend. I've been talking about the extraction of money as well, my friend. I have. The fact that we are allowing companies and individuals to extract monies out of the United Kingdom. The same goes in the United States and any major economy. Further than this of rich buggers. If anyone thinks that China can could absolutely destroy our economy in the UK and also in the US, they own so many dollars and so much sterling, they can just flood it, destroy us, cause that massive recession and huge inflation. What do they call it? Not inflation. Would it be not inflation? Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Is it stagflation? Not stagflation. Oh, I'll come to me in a minute. Can't forget the Russians also are his banker. Yeah. Flipping hell. It's mad. How much does our Elon owe to the Saudis? Ooh, don't know. Probably a fair old bit. These people like him, they spend other people's money. Like he did when he bought Twitter. They always spend other people's money. They spend in debt. They invest debt. At one time, it used to be illegal to do that. No, it wasn't. I got it wrong. Sorry. No, you didn't. I don't know if it's still the case, but you didn't used to be able to pay debt with debt. Well, that can't be the case in the UK because you've got all these where you've got transfer of debt to other credit cards, so it can't be the case anymore. But this definitely used to be the case where you can couldn't pay debt with debt. It was legal. What's number 3 say? What do you say, number 3? Musk, the smell of decay. I'm definitely feeling that of Donald Trump at the moment. He looks like a bit of shit. Literally. He looks like a hanky poo. What's going on there? And that Melania will say whatever she can to sell her books. And then we've got Boris Johnson in his book. You might have seen as somebody I talked to on Twitter, Jace. He's a lovely guy. He plays guitar and stuff. Anyway, he's done a bit of a really funny. I don't know if he used AI or what he used. He might use editing software. He put a picture of the crazy image of Boris Johnson on the front of Boris Johnson's book, and just wrote "cunt" on the top of it. As Boris Johnson tried to do his promo, and he's holding his book with a "cunt" on it. I have to admit that was class. So he's probably got 1 million views already. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Hello, McKay. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay. I don't know what that's about. Spot on number 3. Oh, what was said? The whole system is screwed, and it looks deliberate to me. I don't know if it's deliberate as like there's some huge underground organisation. You know how they go. I don't think there's anything silly at that. I just think there's a bunch of really greedy assholes who, quite frankly, don't give a damn about ordinary folk. And all they're interested in is feathering their own nests. And regarding people like politicians, even like Biden or Kamala Harris and Starmer even, I don't think they're necessarily bad people. But Donald Trump is a bad person. He is the worst. And he can say whatever he likes. He says things like, "Oh, I love the poorly educated," and they love him for it. It reminds me of Gladiator. When that geezer from the Senate, he says, "He'll bring them death, and I'll love him for it." It's the same ilk. It's the same thing going on. It doesn't make any sense. There's no logic behind it whatsoever. And me, I'm kind of a practical geezer, I make things out of wood. And, I've got to make a joint and it's got to fit together. To me, as a practical, it's a solution to a problem. And they get covered in paint and all as well, But these people, I just find it sad that they're getting taken in by these charlatans. We had it in 2019 in the UK with Boris Johnson, Alexander Boris V Johnson. Now, I played that clip so many times, that young female Welsh hairdresser, and she was being interviewed by David Dingleby, and he says to her, "Why do you love Donald Trump?" Donald Trump. "Why do you love Boris Johnson?" He's what man of people and all that. But he lies. I know he lies, but he's one of us. Or something silly. It's just anyone who lies in Parliament or does anything deceitful, they don't care about the people. They don't. Plain and simple. They're not lying on your behalf. They're lying to either cover their own asses or feather their own nests. It's plain and simple. And we need to make lying in Parliament, or actually even in interviews, just make it illegal. It'd be very hard to police, but you need to make it illegal. You need to do something. They need at least know there's some recourse. There's something there that could happen to them if they... You walk up there, boy. If they try and deceive people. Or if they're what they say. We need to reprimand these people. At the end of the day, they're there to serve you. Their job is to serve you. Same with Donald Trump when he was the president of the United States. He was there to serve the people. He served himself. Again and again and again, he served himself. Same with Boris Johnson. They served themselves. And the same with those politicians taking all that money from organisations to gain favour, and you can argue the same with Keir Starmer here. They're serving themselves, regard obviously the gifts and what have you. But it's still, don't get me wrong, it's nothing like what the Tories have been up to. I think he's fighting a losing battle. You can't have a media system in the country that is supported, it's funded, it's influenced by individuals that don't reside in the country and own multiple media outlets. It's not just, Lebedev geezer. Was it the Sunday Times or something stupid he owns? I don't know what one it is. It's immoral and it's wrong. If you own some form of media, whether it be a newspaper or, I don't know, TV channel, if you're right wing or left wing, that should all you do. That is it. You're right or you're left or middle ground or whatever type of radio station you have or news outlet, it should be just one thing. Otherwise, you're effectively working against yourself. You've got too much influence. Because in the day, you've got the one with the shares. And you can tell these flipping, you can tell them what the kind of things they've got to report. It's not going to work, is it? It's conflicting. Confliction of interests. It's another reason why we should have proportional representation. So you can have a balance in government. You might have people in there you don't like what's going on in Germany, for instance, and France. But we need proper proportional representation. Doesn't always work out for you, but at least the people vote and feel that their vote has value, and you'll get more people voting because the vote has value. You might not like the outcomes once the person you voted for gets in. That's usually the case. Like Starmer, for instance. And people are not happy about the winter field allowance, are they? Even though it might not even happen this year. It's where bunny? A weary bunny. I've got a weary bunny in the chat. And Martin Treadgold. My take on what will happen if Trump wins, he won't last long until, could be dead, until the 25th Amendment happens. Oh, yeah. No, that's not scary thing. That's what that flipping thing is. Happens. But, yeah, it's pretty much endorsing that in the way he was endorsing Vance, was it Mississippi? Massachusetts. Oh, okay, wherever he was. And Michigan. And it was basically confirmed, almost like a confirmation that was the plan, even though he says that isn't. But gets replaced with someone worse who is more evenly competent. Oh my God. I don't think you can. I don't know if they're better to replace Donald Trump. If he gets in, he's in. The only way to replace him is have a better sniper. The problem is, people aren't necessarily the people who are sucking up. They're sucking up to the Republicans because of Donald Trump. They love him. I really don't know why. It makes little or no sense. Cognitive dissonance. Actually, no, Dunning-Kruger effect. It's that tribalism. It's mind-numbing. It is. It's just madness. Oh, that's a bad point, Joe. Actually, there's no media in the UK. None at all. No, it's propaganda. It's just all propaganda. And it seems to be on both sides, unfortunately. No. Is it because the left have to fight harder? I don't know. To try and counter it? I don't know. But I'm not that impressed what I'm seeing in the left, let alone the only bloody TV news channel I think has any kind of decency or integrity is Channel 4 News. And that's about it. All the others, Sky News, oh my God, what's going on there with Beth Rigby? No, the other day, I can't remember what. It was ludicrous. And obviously the BBC, and that's taking a turn recently. I've made videos about this before regarding Brexit and the BBC, and the BBC was avoiding any mention of Brexit, obviously on the television news channels, BBC One and all that, but also online. You could do Control F, they're fine, Brexit. Not you knew for a while it's about Brexit, but the word Brexit is not in there. But now it is. Now we have the Labour, government. The BBC now is writing articles about Brexit. Sort of. A little bit, how to put it, inaccurate. They're going to say that. Femi Oliwoli, he was pretty inaccurate the other day. He posted an article, the same day as I did. A video, sorry. No, he posted an article in The Guardian. Yeah, he wrote an article in The Guardian, sorry. And it was about the checks that are coming for the EES, the fingerprints and scans and stuff. Photographs. And skin grafts and stuff for these fingers, Anyway. And it was, he wrote that was online the day before the announcement that had been, the same day, sorry, as the announcement that's been delayed again. So he wrote all that article and it meant nothing, really, apart from it was wrong. It's been delayed indefinitely, which basically just means they haven't got a date, not yet. So they've got to get everything, tickety-boo first before they can actually see the checks at the border with the fingerprints and facials and stuff. Yeah. When it works, they will come through. Yeah, I think Channel 4 is definitely the best. Yeah, especially when he called him a cunt. What a cunt, off air, live mic. Oh, crikey. What a cunt, he goes. Pretty shifty to wish someone dead rather than be in any leadership. Pretty shifty to wish anyone dead. Well, don't wish him dead, just wish him not there. If that involves that, well then, so be it. But yeah, he won't be long. You see the state of him? Crikey, I know he says he doesn't drink and stuff like that. He's taking something, I'm sure. It's either that or he's got dementia. But all that chemical infiltration on his skin, that's gone into his bloodstream. He's poisoned. That's what it is. He's poisoned himself with, I don't know, cochineal. Or, I don't know, some sort of... Maybe he does use food colouring. He's bathing in the stuff. We let the psychopaths take control because we're scared of them. There's probably a bit of truth in that. I think sometimes it's because we're infatuated by these people. We're interested in these people because they're a little bit strange. Like Elon Musk, he's a bit odd, isn't he? Donald Trump, he's a bit odd, to say the least. Boris Johnson, he's just loud and mouthy. He's still a bit odd. But that's his trademark. That's what they're known for, and that's what they try and sell. It's like my little granddaughter. She said the other day, I wish I had hair like Grace, who's got straight hair, and she's got a massive, proper afro going on, she has. Because it takes a lot of work, But that's her identity. That's who she is, It's a part of her. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's amazing. And she has all little braids and stuff as well. It's really cool. But that's who she is. That's her identity. For Donald Trump, it's an orange face. Maybe a bit of kidney fiddling. You know how it goes. Yeah, with Jeffrey Epstein. He's bang on. Prescription drugs. More than it could be that. Yeah, it could be prescription drugs. I feel I'm on prescription drugs at the moment. I'm taking so many blooming drugs at the moment for my fibromyalgia and my thyroid. Part of the reason why I have this weird voice. I rattle. I do. I say, I'm going to take that 2 tramadol a day, LPs, sometimes one stand if I need it. And then I take thyroxine every day. It's a tiny little tablet. It's just nothing. And then Antilox, which is... Oh, quite what's called now. Antilox, naproxen, and which is anti-inflammatory. And then I have to take this duloxetine stuff, which is like an antidepressant, but it's not for depression. It's for nerve-related pain, fibromyalgia. You see. Some days I don't take so much. And other days I feel right, I have to. But when you can't move, you can't walk, you're just in really serious pain. You think, oh, crap, I'm just going to have to take them. Dementia. I think so. It's something not right, isn't it? It's just, if you listen to Donald Trump, he's always been a bit strange. But if you listen to some of the really old video clips, and they're probably a VHF or whatever they might have been, but really VHS, really old video, or being Betamax video clips, or could it be Laserdisc? Anyway, of Donald Trump, he's way more coherent. He says horrible things, but he was way more coherent back then. You know, he'd like to take out adverts to get young black men hung. You know, that's the kind of thing he used to do. And, following in his grandfather's footsteps. Channel 4's the best, I think, is Bill, and I loved it when it was Jon Snow on Channel 4 News. He was cheeky. He really was cheeky. Bill and Ben are in the flower shed. Bill said, oh, God, there we go. I know that one. I know that joke. Bill and Ben were in the flower shed, and Bill said to Ben, blah, 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 if you really loved me, you would have swallowed that. You know how it goes. Yeah, that one. Dirty jokes are us. Right, weed. Yes, probably, that's what I need. I probably need some weed. I kind of give them that to my dog at the moment, hemp oil. So, THC or whatever you call it, I don't know, you have something in hemp oil. And it really helps him with his fits. See, his epileptic fits, you see. And we started giving it to him again, and he hasn't had one in the last 3 days. And all of a sudden, he's just livened up. He's been a pain in the ass again, which is nice because he's like, oh, it's a sign that he's okay. Martin, a trade goal. My take on what will happen if Trump wins. Oh, quite, they've done it already. So, no, I think you got a very valid point there. There's a distinct possibility, but I don't know if the people would have it. I don't think anyone can replace Trump unless Trump sort of like ends up stepping down or whatever. Then they won't have a choice, will they? And also, you say, oh, fake elections or something. Or Lord Flowerpot Man. Media reform is needed yesterday, Mike. Definitely. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. If Starmer doesn't do something about that now, he's done. He's seriously done. If he doesn't deal with the media and propaganda, he's done for. And he ain't looking well. If you ask me, he looks like he's been beaten. You know? You get people like Boris Johnson, they can take that kind of stick again, attack. He's not used to it. Starmer's not used to it to this degree. He probably thinks he's done nothing wrong. Well, according to the rules, he hasn't. I keep going on about corruption, you're corrupt and stuff. Well, no, he's just doing what is allowed. So you need to change the rules. That needs to be, he needs to deal with that. It's his job to propose it, isn't it? The grassy knoll. And I can see it's the grassy knoll. Stop the greasers, build them in. Oh, done that already. I'll do it a second time. Oh, down south. Down south. What are you picking? Picking and stacking. Pretty shifty to wish someone dead rather than. Oh, done that already. Oh, that's silly. Don't know. Oh, you don't forget to beat the like button, helps channel. And all the help I can get, I do. That I do. So, coming down. Somebody hooked me up. Figured I'd log on and say thanks. Thanks. Hi. Welcome aboard. See how it. See how it. Okay. I didn't actually know that. Stop the Grid. Apparently, Channel 4 News actually won awards for being impartial. Well, it's certainly going to be Daily Mail, is it? No. There we come. All right. What did XR say? XR, who's XR? Right. Oh, hello, Daily Blase. Hope you're well. I hope everyone is very well and very well. Well, we're good. We are, you know. You're usually in your studio with your guitars. I'm in my records. I got my records. I have you in my office. I have the records, you know, that you have. It's been talking about a variety of different things regarding Elon Musk, economics, and Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, corrupt media, propaganda, and trying to put the world to rights. One day, we might see some sense in politics instead of all this loggerhead type stuff, you know, just constantly attacking each other, which makes no sense whatsoever, and nothing gets done. And for far too long, we've had this. We had it obviously regarding Brexit, just the arguments of Brexit up to the Brexit vote, and then post-Brexit with the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, and now we've got the Trade and Cooperation Agreement being at risk. Not necessarily because the UK isn't actually, facilitating the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, doing all the stuff that's necessary, such as border checks, etc. No. There's also the fact that we might have Generic as the leader of the Tory party. And if Starmer fails so much and the Tories end up back in, which I don't think will happen with either of these two in as leader of the Tory party, I think that's it, they'll be done for. But let's say Generic got in and he got what he wanted, what he's calling for, the ECHR, our membership of, to be, well, gone. So we're no longer in the ECHR. He's spreading the crap at the moment because there's no way half the stuff he's talking about can actually even be facilitated. For the start, he says all the illegal migrants will be shipped off. They'll be gone. If we're out of the ECHR, who's going to take them all? And they'll all keep coming. Climate migration, keep coming. There is a situation. It does need to be dealt with. I understand that, but their methods don't make any sense. The limited quantities of people in comparison to the amount that are coming. We need to solve the situations in their own countries. That's what we need to try and do, the way I see it. Solve it at source. You know, if, for instance, they got no bloody water, let's put them in wells in for, I don't know, argument's sake. You know? The other thing is, the Good Friday Agreement is anchored on the ECHR. If you get rid of the ECHR, well, our responsibility to the Good Friday Agreement is literally just sidelined. And Generic might say he's going to use this protocol or that protocol. No, it doesn't work like that. And same with the Trade Cooperation Agreement. It's grounded by the ECHR, human rights. The UK will be the second only, alongside Belarus, non-members in Europe of the ECHR. We'll be bloody no mates. All to try and deal with one situation, and that is the migrant crisis, and it won't work. It is a crisis. There is a situation. There is a problem there. And we do need to deal with it. But we need to do it in a way that, well, for a start, we need people. We're crying out for flipping people at the moment, to do those kind of jobs, because us lazy Brits don't want to be picking cabbages. No. It's like you see in the United States, right? Go on about the Mexicans and what have you. You don't see them cutting the broccoli heads, do you? You know, you see the Mexicans doing it, but you don't see the flipping rednecks. They can't bend over. The guts are too big. I know I have a problem. You know? It's just, it's hypocrisy again, isn't it? It's maddening. It really is maddening. Oh, matron. Oh, yeah, bring back this the other thing, right? Right, I'll have another rant now. Let me have a drink. I don't care what anyone says. Oh my God, it's warm and it's flat as a pancake. Anyway, but political correctness has gone absolutely bonkers. It really has. It's Christ's sake, what's wrong with them in Carry-On films? Okay, they're a little misogynistic, but what kind of variation of a man in a jockstrap or something? I don't know. Why can't we make it gender neutral? We can have some trans people there and stuff and that, so LGBTQ plus, and a bit of everything. Why not? It's just funny. It's just funny. It's like I just find it a bit sad that I think we've gone too far with it. We've got the political correctness gone so far, and all that's done is ride up the right, the real nasty people, riled them up to an extent. It's all just going to put fuel on the fire and made them even more intense. Or blowing blood vessels, aren't they? But I do think we need to soften up a little bit on this stuff. You know, the comedy has gone so dry now. It's not even dry, it's just not funny. You know, it's quite sad, really. A lot of the stuff in the past, the comedy we used to watch. I'm talking TV comedy, old British humour. It's hilarious type stuff. You don't have it, it's just simple, really easy to understand, not complicated. It's just funny, squitty. It's just funny, and I think it's sad. I really do think it's sad that there is an element of you feel scared to say anything. And, obviously it's a so-called freedom of speech and stuff. Yeah, the freedom to hate everybody. Freedom to spread hate. Freedom to spread propaganda. Freedom to spread lies. Spread this, spread that. I think everything's gone a bit haywire. It really has. I don't know what the answer is. I really don't. Everyone's too deep now. Oh, Stop the Grease says Danny Blase's channel. He's got a good channel if you want to follow that. Yo, Danny Blase, I learn more from your channel than any news outlets. Oh, well done, Danny Blase. The XR is calling for citizens' assemblies. Does it work? What's up, Dora? You want a treat? And I've got Wally looking at me now. What's about mine? What about mine? There you go, Wally. Oh, hit the radiator. Right, out. Oh, yeah, there you go. Out, Dora. Oh, we get lots of trolls, are we? Oh, blimey, trolls are everywhere. I miss my long hair. You had long hair, did you? I can't imagine you ever having long hair. Looks more better than... I've still got my hair just about. Look, see? It's just really short. Everyone thinks I'm bald because I'm wearing a hat. And I'm afraid it holds a special place in my heart since I used to watch it with my late dad when he was a kid. And I still watch it to this day. Hello, hello. Oh, crikey, he died in a heart attack. That's brilliant. The lady with the bigger boobies. That was the Madonna with the bigger boobies. I don't carry Everett and all that, like, I mean, in the best possible taste. It's just silly. It's just silly, and it's just fun, and it's... Some of it's misogynistic, but it's not just because, misogynistic. It also goes both ways in some cases, but not enough, obviously. We need balance, obviously. But it's, I don't know, I just used to find that sort of stuff's funny. I did. I'm sorry. If it offends. Thought I might have lazed a bit longer, but I'm ready for nodding off. Oh, I'll say good night to Marcus. Good night to you, Stephen. Take care. Or Stefan. Stefan and Bankier, and the crew. You take care and have a good night's sleep. Hope you're fit and ready for the week. Yeah. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. No. Oh, by the way, on my woodworking channel, I've got a young lad coming tomorrow who is staying with us. He's going to be my intern. He's starting, it's in 2 days this coming week, but then he's starting properly on the 28th. He'll be doing 10 days in every month. And basically he's going to be, I'm going to be his interner. He's basically like a work placement in my workshops and wood workshops, so I've got to try and teach him stuff. So, yeah, it'd be quite nice actually to have a chappie in there. He's about, I think he's mid-30s, I think. He has been in work before, but he's now doing further education. Well, he's in epidestry, which is basically cabinet making course in Paris. Oh my giddy aunt. Wally, do you need to go outside? I think my dog needs to go outside. Just a second. Go on then, you. There he goes. Didn't you want to go, Dora? No? Pandora didn't want to go. Here we are. So, yeah, take care, Stefan. Benny Hill always ended, yeah, that was quite funny. Where he's running about, being chased by all these women in bikinis. It's just squitty. I don't see what the harm in that is, really. You know. End of the day, there's so many lasses on YouTube trying to show their bits, trying to make out that they're just to get the views, you know. It's a bit sad, really. Can you live stream it? It would be interesting to see how he gets on. What, Benny Hill? Oh, live stream. Yes, the young lad. Sorry, his name's Leo. Yes, we will be. He already knows that we're going to be making videos together as well. He ain't got a problem with that at all. And also, he's we're going to be doing live streaming together as well. I'm probably going to be going live a dance site more with him here, to be honest. So that'd be quite cool. That's better. No, it's not. So yeah, we do all sorts of stuff. So I'll try to open his mind a little bit actually, because when you're doing like any courses, they try and put you in a certain kind of mindset. Whereas I kind of try and think outside of the box. But he was a designer as well, so that's quite interesting. Maybe he'd be interested in building his own projects as well, which I'll be up for that, you know. Oh no, no worries, Mad Monk. So it'd be quite cool. So yeah, I've got an intern. What was he for? What is he letting himself in for, eh? An intern. Oh, there's going to be some pranks, I'll tell you. Do you agree that Biden is a helmet? No, but I think you might be. Excellent news. Cheers, buddy. What's this? Danny Blase says, absolutely, my friend, Billy Kershaw. A bra ad to keep out of control, male moves safe. I ain't quite got boobs, I've got nipples. But I'm working on it. I am. I seriously need to lose weight. I've been this heavy before. I do something about it. I'm a bit worried because I've got the condition that I've got. I'm very nervous of doing the too much exertion because the following day I can't move. So yeah, I might actually have to do it with food. Stop eating. I haven't ate tonight, so that's good. So get the tartan paint. Yeah, go get the tartan paint. I'll send them off for a long wait. Can you go get me a left-handed screwdriver? Need a left-handed screwdriver, not a right-handed. Need a left-handed screwdriver. I don't know if he's gonna be that stupid. I was going to ask about consent. No, he's fine. I've already asked him if he's okay being on videos and stuff. Still, I'm waiting for Mankini. you know what? Crikey. You want to see the Mankey? I have got some more of its strange video ideas, yes. Exposés, if you know what I mean. Oh dear, yeah. I got another one what to do with a pogo stick. Let's let imagination go wild there. I did not see Biden in the band, nor did I. Well done, Joel. I haven't got my gun. Oh yeah, I've been listening to my Guns N' Roses. I got my Hendrix. Oh, the Kinks. Don McLean. That's the American take, you know. And the Pink Floyd. Don't forget the Pink Floyd. Get him to bring a bubble for the spirit level. I don't think he's going to fall for that one. He seems quite savvy. I actually don't know if he's. I'm pretty sure, certain he's French, to be fair. But his English is really, really well, very good. Anyway. Oh no! 5 more minutes, maybe 2 hours. All right, to do 2 hours. That's reasonable. Gonna get him to bring you a bubble for the spirit level. I'll do that. I'll ask him tonight. I will. He's arriving tomorrow, so he's coming tomorrow night. He's staying here tomorrow night, and then we're going to organise somewhere for him to stay. Because we Airbnb this, we can't guarantee he's always going to have a room, you see, so it's a bit difficult. And there's our income, so we have to be a bit careful. Enough as it is to pay the bills. My little tank, what? My little tank, what a mastakia to Makia. What? Yeah, I tried to use the music. You can't use. No, that's copyrighted. The Benny Hill music is all copyrighted. All the good ones, the Bird Manning, all copyrighted, even though they're dead. The dog had a good slurp. Did you hear that? Blimey, they did. I know Pandora wants to go outside now. That's never mind the Horlicks. Right, sort of a little clip. Something I want to show you on there. Where was it? Right. Got a bit carried away. Now, Ian Hislop, you're the private eye geezer, had to have Andrea Jenkins on his show, and she said something really stupid. It's not surprising that she said something really stupid, but she said something really, really stupid. Let me just, yeah, there she is. That's Andrea Jenkins. Do you remember her with the finger? That was her. Yes, lovely, isn't she? Lovely person. There you go.
You don't think it's over?
I still think Boris was one of our better prime ministers. I see you selected the audience, you know. The people who don't like Boris, all Conservatives. Yeah.
You can't just say you've selected the audience. You've got no evidence for that, no proof. It's just bollocks. This isn't GB News.
Going. You know I'm stopping you? Oh, right. Stop sign back there.
I did think that was rather quaint, yes. And there's something else that was a bit more important. Essentially, I did touch on this earlier, actually. Dominic Grieve was being interviewed on LBC radio. I can't remember which show it was. It was Matt Fry. It was Matt Fry. Actually, it might have been today, wasn't it? He's on Saturdays, isn't he, Matt Fry? Is that right? I didn't see it, so let's come in my feed. See it, I mean, didn't hear it, it's radio.
Yes.
Anyway, this is Dominic Grieve, okay?
At least one of those two candidates is about to take the party in a very bad direction indeed.
And which one is that?
Well, that's Jenrick.
Both the candidate and the direction.
Yes, for very clear reasons. Because the Conservative Party is in opposition. It's not going to go back into government for almost 4.5 years. Might be slightly shorter than that. This is a time for thinking. What is it that the country needs? How can one craft sensible policies that can deliver that? And when you listen to Robert Jenrick, he's not talking about that at all. This is just a little bit of populist tub thumping, suggesting that there are easy remedies to the country's problems and appealing specifically to the membership of the party,
Yeah.
trying to, not in fact to the Conservative voting electorate at all. And his stance on the European Convention on Human Rights is just complete garbage. It is quite clear that getting rid of the ECHR, there may be arguments for it, there may be arguments against it, is not going to solve the immigration problem with illegal migration into this country one little bit. It's also clear that if you do get rid of the ECHR, there are significant consequences, which he doesn't really want to discuss or just glosses over. One of which is that it is a breach of the Belfast Good Friday Agreement, and it's not at all clear how he intends to get round that. He made a suggestion about getting round it with a Northern Ireland Bill of Rights that, frankly, doesn't stack up. And there's also a significant impact on our trade and cooperation agreement with the EU.
Oh, God, yeah, definitely.
Doesn't even discuss that. In fact, it's underpinned by our participation in the European Convention on Human Rights, which is subscribed to by every European country.
Except
So all this is fantasy politics. And if he does win the leadership, then I'm afraid that unless this is a contrick on his part on the Conservative Party membership, then I'm afraid he is going to be taking the party in a direction where it will be completely unelectable and actually irrelevant, in my view.
You feel bad for people?
they're irrelevant. No. And as he say, 4.5 years, or maybe slightly shorter. Yeah, the Tories aren't going to get in anytime soon. And if they've got a choice between Badnock and Jenrick, neither of them are going to get that party into government again. Neither of them are capable. Not to get a majority vote. It's not going to happen, is it? I don't think so. So they're doomed. I think they're doomed. So, although I've got a fair bit more respect for Dominic Reeve than any other Tories, he's the one who's involved with the Russia report. And he pushed and pushed and pushed to get the Russia report published. And then what happened? Ended up getting heavily redacted. So there's nothing in the Russia report to see. Not of any substance, anyway. Doctor and the Crippins. Very good. Crikey, bring up memories. No ECHR, no TCA. Definitely. This has been discussed so many times. But no one wants to listen to it. Even the century-old military alliance with Portugal is under threat. Oh, interesting. And the first time in history, despite repeated British breaches of the agreement. I should know that. Where we go. They're going to rile up their media servers, yeah. They're going to get all their media on side. He's got one phone call to Murdoch, and that's all the media sorted, or pretty much all of it. One question: do you really know the feeling of being useless? No, not really. I'm quite a practical sort of geezer, really. I can pretty much do anything. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, brilliant. Ned's Atomic Dustbin did some promotion pictures. And they did a foo in the public toilet and had words on them saying, I'll have to watch that. Sperm bonk. Oh, God. Possibly the funniest band name I've come across is Sandy Richardson and the Wheelchairs. Alf Smith. Have we got an Alf Smith? Anyway, I've gone over now, haven't I? Have I gone over? 4 minutes over. Look, terrible, isn't it? Shotgun. Max did an interview with Alan Drake on the formation and the purpose of the ECHR for ammunition. Interesting. Might have to look at that. I haven't seen it. I don't follow so many people these days because I just get overwhelmed with it all, to be honest. And I've got to be careful you don't end up going into, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to go into the same bubble. Side effects. It does. And I actually like reading a lot of the industry papers. You find they get posted weeks before they actually end up in the sort of mainstream press. So you've got, regarding you've got the grocer, you got Cold Foundation, I call it, Federation, Cold Store Federation. There's loads of them, loads, and also the haulage companies and that as well, transport. You sort of get before breaks, you see. The Tories have learned nothing. Yeah, I did see you wrote that. No, they haven't learned anything. It doesn't. But there again, it makes you wonder if Starmer's learned anything after what's been going on recently. I don't think they have any connection with the people. And they can't read the room. The mistakes they've made are pretty foolish. And it seems like all the attack, everything that's got to bring in the so-called cash that's needed, is aimed at those who haven't got, those who are already struggling. Any changes to water, for instance, infrastructure is going to be paid on by the bill payer, paid for by the bill payer. Any changes to the national infrastructure regarding electric is going to be paid for by the bill payer. They're going to recoup the money. It's not going to end well, is it? You can't. I know. You say there's going to be pain ahead. You can't tell people. You need to give people hope. Also keep them on side, or give them an explanation. You can't just tell people, "Oh yeah, there's going to be pain up ahead," but yes, we don't. We're not telling them why we've got to do this and stuff. And we need information. That's one of the reasons I like it here in France, that we know what's wrong with us. If they've got to go to the doctor or anything like that, we get given medical papers that would be either your blood tests regarding the outcomes of your scans or consultations and stuff like that. You're not kept in the dark. And that just gives you peace of mind. And the same with things like, what's going on at the moment regarding, because it costs you more money and this is why we're doing this. Some people think, okay, I understand now. Some people say, well, I can't afford it, I ain't got the money, so I can't do it. Can't get blood out of a stone, after all. Yeah, you too, my friend. I am going to be going to bed now as well. Oh, actually, got to do some work first. So I'm going to say toodaloo, So thanks for joining us tonight. And I'd like to say thank you to the spanners, the mods. They have been doing a wonderful job. Get rid of the old trolls in the chat. You get your trolls. You got to have your trolls, especially on the short feed one like this. Oh, by the way, shorts are changing in that they're going TikTokish, all right? In that they're going to be YouTube very short is going to be introducing up to 3-minute shorts, so a little vertical format. So instead of being a minute, you can have up to 3 minutes. I don't know how they're going to go about it or how they're going to feed it to people. I don't know. Maybe they might see what your preferences are and work on the basis of that with the algorithm. But it gives opportunity to get a bit more information out in the shorts feed. So anyway, for now though, thanks a lot. Yes, they do. The mods do an excellent job. It's very true, and I very much appreciate it because they're doing is it the kindness of their hearts they are. The kindness of their hearts. I did a video, by the way, about the dams in Scotland. Upload that later. It's uploaded, it's got to make it live. Anyway, thanks a lot, and have a wonderful weekend, what's left of it, and a great week. And don't worry, be happy.